hadith. How to interpret the Quran? Actually, broadly speaking, it's very easy. Because when you read the Quran, you can see it says that the verses in the Quran are clear. And on top of that, there is a verse explaining about the interpretation of the verses of the God, of the Quran, that is. So, in this verse, you can see that it says that there are verses who are firm. They are like the foundation of the book, of the scripture. And then, and the meaning of those is like they are only interpretable in one way. You cannot interpret them in several days. For example, pig is forbidden, you cannot interpret it in different ways. Then it says you have other verses that are parables. And these verses are, you can interpret them in several ways. And then it says, those who have a disease in the heart, the bad people that is, they interpret in these parables what it also can mean. Broadly speaking, the verses that are parables, those with knowledge, those who are not bad, they just believe in what they see. They don't try to interpret it in another way. They see it as it is written, nothing less. And as I said in the beginning, the Quran is clear, which means it's easy also. The only thing which is difficult for you, for example, is if you don't understand a parable or a verse or so, but that is only because the God don't want you to understand it. So if you don't understand it, just leave it, or you can ask somebody, but with knowledge, who has received knowledge from the God, and that is not necessarily somebody that is in the mosque or so, true knowledge from the God. You can ask me, for example.